So yeah, this is like the second video. Last time I spoke about how I was getting on. I'd started on Elvanse. I think I was on like day 2. It's now day 7, so it's been a whole week on Elvanse, and I thought I'd just make a quick video to check in and yeah, give like pros and cons, what I've found so far, and what's happening kind of going forward, I guess. In terms of the positives, the pros of Elvanse, similar to what I felt the first few days really. My mood has been pretty good. After about 2 hours when it kicks in, I'm usually feeling the come up and yeah, feel optimistic, ready for the day. And usually it would take me a couple of coffees to get there, and I'm not drinking any coffee at all at the minute because you're not supposed to sort of mix stimulants, so I'm steering clear of that. And with that as well comes clearer thinking. At work especially, stuff like info just comes to me a lot easier in comparison to when I'm not on the medication. I think because my mind's just not got as much fog, it's not got as much useless stuff going on. I described it a couple of days ago as like it's my mind processes information that usually would need like conscious attention to process. It does that on its own, so it means I've got a little bit more room to yeah, kind of think for myself, I suppose, think on my feet a bit. And the productivity as well is another massive pro. I've been so much more task oriented and productive, and I can tackle boring jobs that usually I would never start. They'd get done maybe after like 2 hours of procrastinating, trying not to do it. I kind of just get them done now, stick some headphones in, and I'm good. So yeah, those are the pros. So a couple of like negatives. First one's been the sweating. I've been sweating like a pig at work. Not anywhere near as bad as Concerta, but I'm still sweating a lot. I always sweat a lot anyway, even unmedicated I sweat loads. Like I said in the last video, I have put on 10 kilograms over lockdown, so that extra weight is probably not helping when it comes to the sweat. But when I'm busy at work, I'm like drenched, and it's pretty cold as well. It's not as if it's like peak summer here. There is like a bit of a come down in the afternoon, depending on how much sleep I've got. So if I'm like well rested, that come down might be after like 10 hours. But if I haven't had a good night's sleep, I noticed it was on Thursday, I had a shocking sleep the night before. I never massively felt the medication in the day, but that's my fault for getting like 5 or 6 hours sleep. And so the come down was a lot sooner. It was probably only 5 or 6 hours that I felt unmedicated at that point. But I felt like I knew the reason, so it wasn't as bad. So when I do come down, I just feel really, really sluggish, really lethargic. But again, I think I still feel better, and I still function better than if I was unmedicated. So even as I'm coming down, I'm probably still better than my usual self. From here, in terms of dosage, because I'm on 30 milligrams still, I've got to go and get my heart rate, and I'm looking down here because I wrote a few notes because I forget otherwise. I need to go and get my heart rate and blood pressure checked in a couple of hours, and send that over to the lady that's monitoring my sort of titration, the psychiatrist. And depending on how that goes, I think there's a chance that she's going to move me up to 40, 50, 60, I don't really know. Which is, yeah, kind of nerve-wracking because it is working quite well, but at the same time I do get that they need to move it to make sure that I'm getting everything out of it that I could and should. So that's the plan. No idea why I'm making these still, but I'll probably make another one maybe like at the end of week 2 or a couple of days in. If the dose does change, I might do a quick video just to keep a note of how things are going on the new dosage. That's check-in number 2 after 1 week. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Peace.